know me, my name is Jack Barnes. I'm from Norway, Iowa. I have a tendency to be a process-oriented person, and I usually speak when I see processes that don't appear to be working. We can make all the speeches, circulate all the petitions, write letters to the editor or whatever that we want, but you know, it's to no avail when the audience that they're intended for appears to not be listening. I believe that large attendance ongoing at board meetings is clearly an indication that the board is not listening to the constituency, those people that own the district. We can't unring bells that have already been rung, and it has taken many hands to ring the bells that have rung at this point. All we can do is try to work on the reverberations that are left. If we believe that there is a change in direction that needs to happen in this district, we really have three options. The first is to wait until the next election, put up candidates that are suitable to us, campaign for those candidates, and vote, because one vote does make a difference. Another option, 4 directors on this board can get together and form a majority to take the board into a direction that they feel is appropriate for the district. And the third is that Iowa law does provide citizens of the district to decide that members of the board are not performing in manners that are in accordance with IASB guidelines, and we can take that to district court. Any of these options or combination thereof will work. If we need a new direction, I suggest that we take one of those 3. Thank you for your time.
Last year and a half, history has been made at Benton Community Schools, and this is not something to be proud of. The leadership of this district, the paid leadership, has decided to allow our district to run amok. In the past, our administrative team, staff, and board used to have a respectful working relationship. Of course, not everyone agreed on everything, and that's okay. But everyone's opinions and points of considerations were listened to. The purpose of any board is to be the check and balance, to protect the patrons, the students, and the employees of the district. A board member's job is not to just show up at meetings unprepared and just do as they're told by an administrator. Look what has happened to this district. Because of lack of leadership, there's been an incredible amount of damage done. Some, I'm afraid, is irreversible. There are families who once supported one another. They're now at odds. Our local businesses are losing patrons because of slanderous documents being shared through the Star Press, postings in area businesses, through emails, and even Facebook. What a disgrace. Those of you who so vocally profess to be Benton supporters, have you ever listened or asked or thought how this is affecting our students and the district's reputation? Do you care? I've never witnessed such a form of self-destruction and disrespect by administrators, some staff, and their spouses. These actions would never be acceptable in other districts unless they have a lack of respect and leadership that we have here at Benton. After a year and a half, I've been waiting for district leaders to step up to the plate and stop this. And I believed that someone would. I thought that maybe they were the type of people who built people up and not destroyed them. But it hasn't happened. And the district leaders continue to sit there and not say a word. And they let others divert their ill wills to the board. Many have come to the conclusion there's something being hidden from us, something that maybe the district administration is afraid of. Well, I'm requesting that the district leaders explain to everyone why this administration has not supported the board and has caused such destruction. Thank you.
I live in Norway, Iowa. As a matter of fact, you can see my house right through the front doors. Trust me, I see kids coming out of here every day. And one of the things that I'd like to discuss today is what I see as a dysfunctional relationship on the board. A dysfunctional relationship in which affects all of us and our reputations. The board not only is here to help the students and staff and teachers get a good education, they're also here as our representatives and as such represent us. And when you look at what has happened over the past several months, is what the board doing representing exactly what this community stands for? I ask you that in all seriousness. When we have administrators who are doing well in our state and nationally recognized, and the board seeks to terminate them at an ad hoc meeting, is that really what we're about? That is not what they want. Now, I realize you have other things, that you have information that we do not have. And that is the purpose of being a member on a board. But also, your purpose is to understand what the community wants and what the community needs. And too many times, as I understand it, those needs are personal and not appropriate. And I find that very distressing. What I want to understand from everyone here is that not one person on this board teaches a student. Not one person on this board prepares a meal, fills out paperwork for anything happening within this district. Their purpose here is to support the district and find the resources and the community guidance in doing all of those things that happen within these walls. And my question is that, are they doing that? Or are they hindering that? I believe we are not threatening them in here. They are threatening us. They are threatening our reputation as a community. Because these actions do not stop at the outskirts of this building, the outskirts of Norway, nor at the outskirts of Benton Community Schools. They stop nowhere in the internet age. And what happens in here and the decisions made in here will affect our reputation as a district. So actually, we have only one choice tonight. We can choose to represent the community and be appropriate, or not. And I don't believe the not is acceptable.